Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Cousins' Redskins going up against Breeze's Saints.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll run with Thompson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Time with Mark Ingram. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Ingram again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got Snead. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Fleener, 44 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. Whoosh. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 70 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. As we get a look at the New Orleans offensive starters, you had them this last week. School me on this revamped run game they have.
Well, they've had to cut down the rotation. It started with 3 guys. Remember, Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara, and, of course, Adrian Peterson. And the first couple of games, just 60 and 81 yards on the ground in those games. Since then, though, they've won 4 straight, at least 149 yards on the ground in 3 of them. But in the last 2 games since they traded Adrian Peterson, 351 yards, 3 touchdowns, and they've caught 17 passes for 103 yards. They're getting the ball to the right guys, and they're making plays.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Breeze now on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Cousins. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor, 65 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Breeze now on first down. It's complete to Snead. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Breeze to throw on second down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Back near the goal line, Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing now is Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, a run with Thompson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They go play action here on first down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Cousins on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. To throw, Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So second and goal here from the 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, as time expires in the first half. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run it here with Thompson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
His throw incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. Breeze now to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down. Before the offense gets cranking again, Let's talk about the Madden Classic. The first EA Major of the 2018 season happened. It's in the books. And Skimbo won it all again, his second title.
Yeah, and how about that? That's his real name, too, Michael Skimbo. But he goes by Skimbo as his gamer name. Wins it all. Came out on top, was it 24-20 against Raydell Joke Brito. So a heck of a final right there. Skimbo not only takes home $25,000, he takes home the belt, which I think might be more important to him. That tangible symbol of being the top player in the game.
Yeah, but $25K, that's more important to me. I should have played more video games as a kid.
Yeah, you should have. You and I combined, we're not getting a quarter off any of these guys, let alone winning a game.
It's complete. Flainer, right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Breeze. Caught by Snead over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Breeze finding Snead there for a same first down. This New Orleans team definitely a second-half club a year ago. In fact, they had the best second-half differential in the NFL, plus 64.
Well, I think head coach Sean Payton does a terrific job of crystallizing in the half, reducing, and then going ahead and being very specific in their attack in the second.
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Breeze on third down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now Thompson. And some space here. Look at the spin.
Balance.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 82 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Terrell McClain in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Down. That's Thompson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Chris Thompson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
On 2nd down, Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Breeze hands to Ingram, and he's got some space here. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 41-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.